Okay, hey everyone, we're back with day 3 of Festival of Fear. So let's jump on in, see what the bag is for today, and also the puzzle, or rather what is it, the hint that they give you. So let's see who it is today. Jump on over. So last time it was the mysterious Aisha sorceress. Let's go ahead and check out the clue. Those who sew together stay together even through the darkest of times. Okay, sew together even through the darkest of times. So it has to be something clothing. I'm gonna guess. Okay, because it is Neovia. I'm gonna guess it is the one clothing store in Neovia. So let's give it a try. Let me just go to the camp. Go to the creepy path. That's what I'm guessing. Let's see if it's right. Yep, we are right, and we have Illyri as our price for today. It looks like the premium price is the plushie set. Cute. Okay, so Illyri is one of the characters that appeared in the Tale of Woe. I wouldn't consider her a villain, but then again, some of the goodie bags weren't. They're kind of pseudo villains, like not pseudo villains, but like they were kind of like secondary villains, I guess. So let's go ahead and read the story here, okay, and then we could do the trivia. And it looks like a couple of these words are blacked out. Oh, yeah, okay, so it's redacted. Okay, so it looks like it's Sophie's thoughts on Illyri. And then some of the parts are redacted. So just a little bit of background. She was basically Illyri was the one who taught her how to do magic. So that's how she was able to do spells. But it looks like they don't really have the best relationship. It seems like Illyri just kind of after everything that happened with Neovia, just kind of took her and then left her in the woods to kind of fend for herself. But like they gave her some magic spell, like a magic like books and stuff to teach her how to learn magic, and just kind of left her, and she's just kind of like Sophie's not exactly like the biggest fan of her. She's like whatever. So that's, I guess that's the relationship they have, and it looks like some of them are some she did redact some of this, so that's kind of interesting. Okay. All right. So that's like the whole story. I kind of just paused and let you all kind of read through. So it looks like the ingredients are, some of them are not. Okay. Now I realize some of these are not. So when you're highlighting some of these, like this one here shows it. This one here also shows it. Okay. Some of them are not. Okay. So a couple of these are pretty interesting. So yeah. So some of them are redacted, some of them are not. But if you highlight them, they show up. I do feel like maybe she might have been hiding it just because like either they failed or doesn't want people to like copy, or I don't know. But some of them are, it's like different combinations of different ingredients. Okay, but there's a couple interesting things. So tying with some of these plots. So this one, the enchanted fang necklace. First time meeting enchanting for another. Okay, this one's interesting because this is actually the necklace that you actually are supposed to get in the Neopets the Darkest Fairy. So in that video game, you go into the Werewolf Woods and you're supposed to get into the Werewolf King's, like the burrows area. But in order to get there, you need this enchanted fang necklace, and she made it for this person. I forgot what the reason what is, but like this person wanted to go in. I think it's he, yeah. So he wanted it, and then she created it. But then she calls him a fool. The fool who commissioned will most likely get himself interred anyhow. Yeah, and he did. And that's why you have to go into the graveyard in order to get the necklace. So Tor and Roberta have to go into the graveyard to go get the necklace. So this is actually what she's referencing in this whole section. That's pretty cool. So it's actually, there's continuity here of keeping with the, the storylines here. This is quite some time ago too, so we know that this actually confirms that the Tale of Woe plot has to be after Darkest Fairy, because at this point she already made it, and then it didn't sound like she made it a long time ago, so I'm assuming that this had to have happened. So Darkest Fairy has to come before Tale of Woe, and it makes sense too. It seems like whenever they do plots, they are in chronological order, so that kind of makes sense. Next, the summoning potion. This is a reference to one of the plot points in Tale of Woe. This is when Bruno drinks the potion to take on Illyria's spirit so that they can get more information. Okay, and then the potion to cure my family. This is the ending potion for that plot. It's kind of interesting. You can see like the change in her personality from like she was at first scared, and then she got used to it, and then eventually she became really good at it, and then she's kind of like, no, just leave me alone, which is fair. Let's go ahead and answer the trivia. Which one of these was an ingredient for the bowel bloater brew? Okay, oh boy. So let's see, bowel bloater. Oh gosh. So now we have to actually read. Let's see, what is it? Wortroot, bloat shroom, mutant gruel. I think it was the bloater shroom. Oh wait, no, it's not. What's it again? Wortroot. There we go. Okay, which actually, that is an ingredient that's in Darkest Fairy as well. We got the Spooky Skull Igloo this time. Okay, so that is it for this episode, I guess, this recording. So yeah, it looks like they are kind of pulling from a lot of different villains. So far, it's all been female villains, which is interesting. I think that's just a coincidence, though. Archival-wise, if you actually look at some of these, they are kind of, I'm not going to say random. I'm going to say like some of them are major villains and some of them are not major villains. Like Shadow Uso was on a TCG only. Xandra is like major. And then Sloth is definitely major. Scarblade's major. Darkest Fairy is major. Vyra, I guess she's major now with the current plot. Hubert Knox, he's always been like kind of a big iconic figure. Although he's a ghost now, so I don't know. Von Rue, he's kind of been appearing here and there, but he doesn't have a plot. Bringer of Night he does have a plot, or it has a plot. Lena and Lily, this is the interesting one, I guess, because they are from the Arisen faction. And I've never really, I don't know if the factions are necessarily evil, but I guess they lean the most evil, so kind of makes sense. Ambra is, I actually don't remember. I don't remember this character, actually. Oops. Fairy Artificer, there's like more psychic. And then Dechia. It's Dechia. Well, these two, of these three so far, Missilla and Illyria have been major ones. Illyria's interesting. It's more like she's an evil character, but she's not necessarily like a villain, you know? So it's more like they're evil characters. Also, it's cool that she's an earth fairy. So it kind of shows that not all, like, just because you're that element of fairy doesn't mean you're going to be evil. Doesn't mean you're not going to be evil. So, and also not all dark fairies are evil and vice versa. So it really is just like that. It's just typing. Anyways, so that is it for this episode. I'll see you all tomorrow for the next one.